Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets, doing another winter themed beer review, festive themed beer review for the season with some seasonal beer. And this one is a collab between Omnipollo in Sweden at the church, brewed at the church, in collaboration with Newbarns from the UK. And this is Emma's Winter Mild, a mild ale on 5.3% on nitro, which is really cool. So 5.3% mild ale, it's got rye and oats and barley malt. They have an instruction on how to serve it. I flipped it twice, let it rest for 10 seconds, poured it hard, and it foamed like crazy. And I'm using a small glass. Usually with nitro beers, you can pour it like it. It's not often that it really foams over. It just, everything cascades. This foamed a lot. So I'm wondering if I did something wrong. It does have that soft carbonation, but I wonder if there's also CO2 in here, because that would explain why it also really foamed up like crazy when it hit and rose up when it hit the glass. So it says here that it's brewed in collaboration with Newbarns, Emma and Gordon. They really enjoy hanging with at the brewery, and they created this mild that they tried to channel the mood of when they hang out with this beer. So yeah, it says here as well how to serve it, and it says flip twice as well on the bottom here, and I think it was canned on the 18th of September. So it's brewed a little while back, but I think it'll be all right. It's a mild, and I guess it's brewed for the winter season since it's called Winter Mild. I'm not entirely sure because it was released in September, but I remember a lot of people trying this when it came out and really enjoying it. And I think Henrik actually said it was one of his favorites at the brewery at one time. Maybe they've actually done this once before. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm looking forward to try it. You never get to see milds. Mild ales are historic beer styles. There's a dark mild and there's mild. They are from the UK and England, and historically they've been quite low in ABV. This is quite strong. This is 5.3%, and I think some modern interpretations are also even stronger than that. But usually it's been around like 3% or something like that. A very soft, sessionable, dark beer. It's not necessarily like classic jammy English yeast profile and all that stuff. Not much like rose character, although it's black. It's more like toasty as far as I remember, but it's been years since I had a mild. So it would be really fun to try one again. A dark mild, that is, as well. So let's check it out. So pours a black color with some brownish notes, tan head with a little bit of a cascading effect. I'm afraid I fucked this up. I did it as it said, but maybe I was not rough enough with the can. I don't know. Let's check out the aroma. We'll find out once I drink it. Ooh, that smells really nice. It smells like cold brewed coffee. And the oats really shine. It smells like cold brewed coffee and oats. There's not a lot of like jammy English notes about it though in the nose. It's very malt forward and very coffee forward. Toasty nuts as well. But the cold brew coffee is the biggest nose, and toasty oaty notes too. A lot of oats. Maybe a bit of a raw coca nibby thing, or just like coca nibs, coca powder. But unsweetened. It smells nice. Let's try it. Cheers. I don't think I fucked it up. It kind of feels like drinking a Guinness or something like that, but not as creamy. So maybe there was something about me not doing it exactly right. Very gentle CO2 on it. I remember Miles being a little bit more dark fruity, but man, this is a beer I could drink all day. I would drink the shit out of this, and this is just not rated super high because of what it is. This is fucking awesome beer though. I think it has one of the lower ratings on some of the church beers, but this is so well constructed, man. It's really full and rich for its ABV. It does not taste like really sweet, but there's something with the nitro that's a bit off. I think it could have a bit more of that really cascading Guinness-like effect, because it feels like there's CO2 in here as well. CO2 is more raspy, whereas nitro is really soft and creamy on the tongue. It's like it almost feels dead flat. And this feels like maybe it's like a mix of both. Like also when I do this, shake it to the side, you can see those really tiny bubbles. I'm not sure. It's really good though. There is also something that reminds me of an Irish dry stout in this though, because it is toasty, slightly roasty, those kind of cold brew coffee notes and all that. I think blind, I could think this was like a Guinness clone, maybe, but it's really good. But it's also been ages. It's really hard for me to compare to the style because I can't remember the last time I drank a mild or a dark mild, because it's a style that's so rare these days. But big time oaty notes, and maybe the slightest hint of jammy nuances. It's very light, but I would like a little bit more of that jammy character you get in a lot of these classic English beers in this. Just a little more like dark fruit or Basset wine gums or something like that. Stewed fruitiness. There's also toasted nuttiness about it, more so now. Sometimes with using oats, I get like kind of vanilla notes, but this is a fucking great session beer. Like, you can't really fault this for the sessionability, but I don't think it would be really hard for me to rate this in like the style, even like it's so hard. I feel like it's a little bit out of style, but I also feel like it's not completely out of style. So I think it's a little bit tough, like to exactly say where it sits. But also because I haven't had this style in fucking ages. But as a personal preference type thing, I would love the 6-pack of this stuff. And just, this is so nice. Not much bitterness, really soft, slight acidity. It's very good. Yeah, I'd score this a straight 90. This is very nice. I would love to see also it brewed to a lower strength and see if it can be dialed in as well, like true classic milds that are really low in strength. But this is really good. Like, is it like festive and wintry and whatever? Maybe. Like, some people think dark beers is only for the winter time. I don't. But it fits the bill for, I think, for a lot of people. Sometimes just that the beer is dark is enough for it to be festive. But I don't think maybe that's meant for it. It's just called winter mild because I'm guessing it's brewed for the winter season. But it's really good. So yeah, check out Omnipollo and Newbarns Emma's Winter Mild. Really nice stuff. If you guys have tried this one, let me know what you thought of it. As always, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up, enjoy it, and ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And I'm gonna say cheers. See you guys in another beer review.